All right, let's talk about resilience, but maybe not in the way you're used to thinking about it. Today, we're going to dive into a new way of looking at strength, one that's built for the world we live in right now. So, let me just start with a really simple question for you. Are you tired? And I don't just mean sleepy. I'm talking about that deep down, bone weary kind of exhaustion, the kind you get from just constantly pushing forward. For a lot of us, when we feel that way, our main strategy, our default setting, is to just endure, right? We tell ourselves, okay, just hold on. I bet you know the feeling. You wake up and that little voice in your head just goes, just survive today. That's it. That's the quiet promise you make to yourself. The goal isn't to have a great day. It's not about thriving. It's simply about surviving. And that one thought, it starts to set the rhythm for your entire week, doesn't it? Just make it through this meeting. Just get this project done. Just make it to Friday. You're always bracing for whatever's next. And that's the mantra running underneath everything. Just hold on. And look, there's something noble about that, for sure. It takes a ton of strength. But living in that constant state of just enduring, man, it's draining. It's totally unsustainable. And what we're going to explore is that maybe it's not the answer anymore. And that right there, that brings us to a really critical shift in how we need to think about this. It's an uncomfortable truth, but it's one we have to face if we ever want to get past just surviving. And here it is. Endurance is no longer enough. Just let that sink in for a second. The one strategy that's gotten so many of us through so much, just gritting our teeth and pushing through, it's just not going to cut it anymore. Why? Because let's be real about the world we're in. It isn't slowing down. The pressure from every direction isn't letting up. And that idea of things getting comfortable again, that's just waiting for a world that doesn't exist anymore. It's not coming back. Okay, so if we can't just wait out the storm, what do? We have to change how we operate inside of it. And that requires a totally new way of thinking about what resilience even is. This new idea of resilience isn't about just surviving the storm anymore. No, it's about becoming dangerous inside it. Think about that. It's not a defensive move like hiding from the rain. It's an offensive one. It's about becoming so capable, so calm, that the chaos, the storm itself, actually becomes your element. And that completely reframes the goal, right? We always talk about bouncing back after a tough time, trying to get back to the person we were before it happened. But this is different. This is about bouncing forward. It's about taking all that pressure and using it to be forged into someone completely new. So what does that new version of you look like? Well, you're sharper because that pressure has honed your focus to a razor's edge. You're faster, more adaptable because you've learned how to move with the chaos, not against it. And in a way, you become untouchable. Not because things can't hit you anymore, but because when they do, they don't break you. And this all leads us to the final, and honestly, the most powerful idea we're going to talk about today. It's a complete reframing of what the purpose of pressure even is. We're all taught to see pressure as this destructive thing, right? Something you have to avoid at all costs because you're afraid it's just going to break you. But what if that's not its real job? What if pressure doesn't exist to destroy you, but to expose what you're really made of? Kind of like how immense pressure turns a piece of carbon into a diamond. It doesn't get rid of the carbon, it just clarifies its true, brilliant nature. Pressure doesn't create your strength. It just shows you the strength that was in you all along. And this is the line that just sums it all up perfectly. The storm didn't come to break you, it came to reveal you. That challenge, that adversity, the whole storm, it's not a punishment. It's a catalyst. It's the opportunity for you to finally see what you're made of, and for the world to see it too. So I want to end by turning this whole idea back on you. The next time you feel that pressure building, the next time you see the storm clouds gathering, don't ask yourself, can I survive this? Ask yourself a different question. Ask yourself, what will be revealed in you?